Today, Fallout 76 decides that some players are better than others, and it goes about as well as you'd think. This is CheckPoint. Boo, and welcome to CheckPoint, where this week I put some effort into my Halloween costume, and Beej has done the bare minimum.
Look, I know it's not much, but I think my costume gets the point across.
You had 6 weeks warning we were going to dress up for Halloween like all the other local news shows.
Yeah, and I spent most of that, working on my props.
Wow, Jesus.
No, it's Link.
Oh.
The Pokemon Center in London has been having amazing success, which turns out is terrible news. The pop-up shop opened in October and has been turning away people up to 9 hours before closing time simply because the queues have become enormous. For those lucky enough to get into the store, it's been not much better, as the center is selling out multiple products every day since its opening, including the limited edition products exclusive to London's store. The center has added purchase caps to ensure that people aren't just picking up crates of bowler-bedecked Pikachus to flip on eBay, but it's having little effect on total availability. The Pokemon Company has tackled these issues by making a Twitter account just for Pokemon Center London so that everyone can receive real-time updates on what just sold out. Also, they posted another message stating that there's a good chance products could sell out entirely before the pop-up shop closes for good on November 15th. To everyone frustrated by spending hours in line with little to show for it, I offer you a hypothesis. Maybe this isn't just a colossal fuck-up on the part of a global merchandise juggernaut who could be making fat bank in almost any country it steps foot into, hint Canada. It might actually be a clever way to make you feel like Ash did in the first episode of the Pokemon anime. He slept in, didn't make it to the professor on time, and ended up having to take whatever was left. In his case, it was an uncooperative Pikachu that ended up being his best friend. In your case, it'll be a set of slightly damaged Metapod coasters and... you'd be lucky!
Who knows what's going on with Fallout 76 these days? I mean, we know the factual things that are occurring, and I'm going to tell you about them, but at a high level, what is even going on? A week ago, Bethesda revealed that long-demanded game features like a bottomless storage box for crafting items, a tent so you can access your shelter anywhere, and private servers were finally coming to 76, despite the forthcoming NPCs update being pushed back to 2020. The catch being that those features would only be available to Fallout First members. Fallout First is the next step on Bethesda's "what is our business model" treatment of Fallout 76, going from normal retail release to free-to-play to monthly subscription. A monthly subscription, by the way, of $13 every month. Or you can get a screaming deal at $100 a year. Now, if you're super into 76 and that's how you want to spend your money, go for it. But there were some issues right off the bat. A glitch meant that the bottomless storage box actually just deleted people's crafting items, and the private servers were fully open to anyone on your friends list, so not private. And a weird thing was where people were reporting that their new private servers had areas that had been looted, like it was a reused Game World instance, which isn't something that makes sense to me. Why are those even stored? But okay, I guess. There have been concerns raised that a paying member can abuse their now fixed unlimited scrap storage and private access to servers to farm endgame content for better gear, and then take that gear into the public servers for which they are now overpowered. Which brings us to the funniest part of this whole thing. The reports of players who have decided not to pay $13 a month or $100 a year to become a member, specifically targeting and hunting down paying players, which has resulted in some first members suggesting a feature to ensure they aren't paired with non-paying members, which means literal class warfare has come to Fallout 76, and I'm sure there's an important lesson here. Perhaps one of the most nuanced political lessons a Fallout game has ever made, but I can't hear it over that audio glitch where the autogun sound plays really loud, like all the time, that they said that they patched. My point is the game needs work.
A new mod for Mario Kart Wii has come out, allowing players to replace Waluigi on a motorcycle with Waluigi just running around at like 80 clicks, way too fast. And it's hilarious. Nimant, the mod's developer, used assets from Mario Party 9 to build a new Waluigi, subbing in animations for when he does boosts or does tricks, which helps the mod feel more like it's part of the game. Now, this is the kind of mod that's like an exclamation point on a character. It looks almost too natural, like Nintendo was actually holding Waluigi back by shackling him to a motorcycle. This is who he was meant to be, Nintendo. He was your Sonic. He's always been your Sonic. Both have long, spindly limbs. Both have unconvincing mustaches. And both have tons of disturbing fan art that I wish didn't come up when I searched for those previous two images. So enjoy that. The mod, not the fan art. Don't Google that. Oh, never mind.
This past week, Atlas announced that...
This is my yard, Graham! Hi, Beej.
Hi.
How's it going? This past week, Atlas announced that they are sparing no expense with Persona 5 Royale, and the game, just as an FYI, which already clocked in at 90 hours to finish just the main storyline, is adding the following: a new main character, a new dungeon, an entire new semester of gameplay, the ability to give gifts to male confidants, a phone call system that builds relationships with your confidants, new locations to visit, new enemies, a personal palace that you can decorate and change the music in, and more free time in the evening so you can do all of these things. And that all sounds awesome, but I don't need more in-game time to do that. I need more real, actual time if I'm ever going to get through a game this long twice. Is that in the Royale? Because if it's a bonus that you get for buying the special edition, I will buy that version.
See, now there's a costume I can get excited about. Everybody can get excited about. Zombie Cowboy.
It's the Undertaker.
Sorry? What?
Yeah, it's the Undertaker. Beej, you sit in a room with Graham and Adam every month while they talk about wrestling. How do you not know this?
I only watch WCW.
Coming up, you can get a special Louis Vuitton character skin in League of Legends, and it'll only cost you $10 for the code. It allows you to then grind for the skin. It's the worst of both ways, your time and your money.
I want to just quickly mention the shield.
I'm so happy.
The shield was not made by me.
No.
No, it was made by a fan of ours whose name I completely forget, and I apologize for that. But thank you very much.
We've had it for a couple years now.
We finally have a way. We had a way to use it, and thank you. Appreciate that.
Not comfortable.
I'm getting a weird crackling noise on the microphone. I'll just
have to sit very still.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like that was a problem that Devo really didn't talk about too much.
I imagine so, yeah.
Their suits might have been rubber or latex.
Maybe. Ooh, that's much worse.
Mm-hmm.
I'm definitely taking these off when I have to actually read the stories, by the way. That's the glasses, not the pants. Don't worry. Don't worry, everybody.